It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 34 with a first down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. He leaves it with his back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline,
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The pull and throw off the RPO. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's getting ahead of and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. A strike downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Makes the grab. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got a man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Ramirez. There he goes. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap it to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the 1st down, and stay on the field.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Higgins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. They're trailing by 10 to Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
First down for the offense.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. DB's right up on the receivers. Gonna run it. It's Ramirez. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes, getting to the football.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Canes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Oh, he's got a chance. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return. What a play to get the football back.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Back to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Got a man. It's Ramirez. Spins away. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dan, if I were allowed to put in that push passes. Playing quarterback, I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Shakes off the defender. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's going for the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And the Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Running out of time here in the first half. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a hit. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
They go right back to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Makes the grab. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Oh, they're after him. He makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
The Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
So 3 previous red zone trips and 3 points. That's not efficient. They'd like to get it in the end zone this time. They'll try to slam it in. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Touchdown, Canes! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
Ohio State, 14. Miami, 9.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. The quick out. Caught, and he's close to the 1st down on the nice pickup there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the red zone, it's Ramirez. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Runs through the tackle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Willen.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Willen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Steps away to find some room. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the left side. Touchdown, Miami! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And you got to love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 8 over Charlotte. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified. Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. The 40. The 20. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. That Miami offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's got it down the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And, man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Finds a man on the left. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Swings it out to the flat. Finds a little space. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Touchdown, Hurricane! Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. The give as they work on that clock. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Good, right down the boulevard.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He wants a big play here late. He just about put him away. If he'd been able to hold on to that one instead, it's 2nd down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this?
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete in the middle. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll go back to the air on second down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Fires to the right. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the catch. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown, and man, oh man, time was about to run out on him, and now they need the 2-point conversion to tie it.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
And that touchdown was huge, but you can't celebrate too long. To finish the deal, you got to have the 2-point conversion to tie the game. Using his feet to buy time. Unloads to the wideout. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's a good stop by this defense. There's still a chance, but man, oh man, is the special teams unit going to have to be special. Going to have to make a play here. Time's not on your side. Score's not on your side. One big play could change everything.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.